Welcome to the adventures of Kano and the Rocks. This video is not really about him and his rock. I'm going to update everybody on the garden. It is mid-September, and some of the garden has been doing extremely well. That is our tomato plants. Got a green pepper plant there, a red pepper plant. I just picked a big red pepper. And an atomic pepper plant. This is one plant here that goes from over here to over here. Probably gotten 100 peppers off it already, and there's still more to come. A lot more to come. They turn bright red. The interesting thing is people have eaten them when they're raw, and they say they're very hot. But then when we put them in breakfast burritos and other things, and you cook them, they seem to lose the heat. One nice thing about this is you got a weed. You didn't get many of them. That's probably about the third or the fourth one I've pulled out all year. The tomatoes, I'll show you guys in a little bit what we've canned so far and what we've given away. We've made green chow chow, which is a Texas thing that's got green tomatoes, onions, and peppers in it. And then we made pizza sauce and tomato sauce and canned a whole bunch of tomatoes already this year. And our little green tree frog is still in the pipe. He wasn't there when your kids were here. I was hoping to show Abby, but he's come back. He doesn't like it when I put cold water in there on him. I just picked 2 big mixing bowls full of tomatoes. We'll probably can more of them tonight. And there's a couple of little ones still here that I might have missed. This pepper plant here was completely stripped of leaves by a tomato worm earlier in the year. This is the red one. He's got 3 or 4 peppers on there and more flowers coming. So just depending on the weather and whether we get more. The green pepper plant didn't get quite as bad with the tomato worm, but it's doing really well right now. It's got a bunch on it. The pots have done mixed reviews, the 5-gallon pails. The basil did really well. We didn't really do a whole lot with it. We picked some off and used. It's kind of dried out and gone to seed. It's still got some green leaves on it, so we're still using some of it. My zucchini, it got some fungus and didn't really do very much. We got a couple good ones at the beginning, and then that was the end. The cilantro, which died off at first, came back. We used some of it. It died, but it's coming up from seed now. And I would imagine this time of year we've got like another month or so, so we may still get some of that. The thyme is doing great. I've trimmed it. We've used some of it. It just keeps growing. And then the cucumber plant, I think it got some of the fungus that the zucchini got. You can see it's hanging on the building. It kind of died, but then at the very end it's got flowers, so it's still viable on that one runner. And we did get a cucumber off it the other day. So next year I'm going to get more of the bigger totes and try those, see how they do. The sunflowers grew to their normal amazing size. The picture probably doesn't really do it justice. That flower right there is a good, it's kind of folded. It's kind of weird the way they grew out in a point, but I'm going to guess if it was flat out, it'd be at least 16 inches across. Here's another big one. And the biggest one here, I mean, I'm 6 foot tall, and that's a good 4 foot over me, so that's got to be at least 10 foot tall. Huge leaves. The stalk is a good Probably a good 2 inches in diameter. I mean, that thing is a tree. It's going to be, probably cut it down and use it for firewood if you wanted to. So they've done really well. Probably cut them soon and put them in the barn and let them dry. Keep the birds away from that way. But they've done really well. Well, he's chewing on a stick. He's chewing on a stick. Where's your rock? You got a rock? Oh, the rock is right there. There's the rock. We never chew on the rocks. We only chew on the sticks. We don't want to hurt our teeth or our gums. Crazy, crazy dog. The butterfly garden this year, at first I thought, man, it's not coming along. And it has done amazing. A lot of the flowers have died off now. The purple one there just keeps coming back. The pink one keeps getting more buds on it. The roses have bloomed like 3 or 4 times. The hydrangea doesn't look great. I'm not sure what's up with that, but it had some really pretty flowers. And that plant there, it's just going through its cycle. It's still got a couple of flowers on it, but most of them have died off. This is our oldest apple tree. It's still got a lot of apples on it. Not as many as the Niles, but it's got quite a few up there. If I needed apples for anything, I could get them out. And RDW, the peach tree, I'd been watching it all year, didn't notice it. It had 3 peaches on them, and they all fell on the ground before I could get them. But I'm really not sure what to do as far as pruning with it. You know, it got blown over last year, and if you look at it, you can see, oh, grasshopper on my back. You can see it's not really a good looking system for the tree trunk, because it wants to go out that way, and it's got this one over here. I don't know. I probably should get an expert to figure out how to treat it, how to trim it for next year. And then we have ground squirrels. And that one's got a leaf in the hole, so I don't know if he's left that one. But Kano loves to dig for ground squirrels. Mama comes in pretty fat, so I would imagine she probably catches a few of them. But you really got to watch it, because you can break an ankle in some of these holes after the dog's been digging in them. There's a nice looking apple right there. So this is a soybean field. You can see all the pods on the plant. And what's interesting is this field was planted in April. And normally the farmers don't plant them quite that early, but it's still actually green. And in a lot of places, most years by this time, they are actually harvesting. You can see this field is still got some green spots in it out there. The corn looks really good. It's not dried out yet either, but I know all the farmers in the area are really wanting to get out in the field. And here's some of the stuff that we've canned this summer. We've got apple pie filling, we've got applesauce, we've got tomatoes, pickles, salsa, spaghetti sauce, pizza sauce. We've got more down here. There's the chow chow. There's some more applesauce and pie fillings and pasta sauce. Got 2 more bowls of tomatoes to deal with. Got a big red pepper. Got a bunch of little red peppers inside there. A couple cucumbers we might make into pickles. And we have several loaves of zucchini bread in the freezer. So it's been a very busy summer for gardening, canning, and baking.
Hey everyone, remember, rocks have feelings too. It's important to protect your rocks. If you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe, and share this video. Everyone have a great day.